Welcome back, everybody, to the Magnetico podcast. I am your host, Jason, with my co-host, Cole, and Jaden on the line.
What's going on, everybody?
I'm back.
Jaden is back from assignment.
From his hiatus.
We can't talk about what his assignment was. That's coming on a special Netflix documentary coming soon.
It should be.
So dumb.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We got the Juan Soto saga going on. We had some big college football upsets and big win by the Gators, and some potential upcoming matches this weekend. So let's get into it. Cole,
Yes.
Gators, Florida State took care of business.
Belt to butt.
Listen, Jaden, you jumped on to a podcast that talks a lot about the Gators.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I know I'm biased a little bit, but
A little bit.
I gave Billy hell. Come on. Now, I gave him hell. Have you ever seen a turnaround like this in sports? Like, I know the Gators, you have, Jaden? What would be a comparison to the Gator season this year on how Billy's turned this thing around?
Oh, that would be a good passing. One comparison I would give it to, this is basketball terms, but the Boston Celtics made the NBA Finals in 2022. They were a 500 team at All-Star break, and then they finished the year out like 26-8. They're the league's best defense, and they went on to make a finals run. This Florida team was pretty bad going into the Georgia game. And I said they could be not even a bowl team. Mm-hmm. But the way the defense has played this last half of the year, it's quite literally amazing with all the injuries and stuff, especially at the cornerback position.
Yeah, you brought up the defense. Like, really, that has been the shocking thing of this whole thing.
Because it's honestly been better than our offense.
The defense, I mean, let's call it what it is. What I saw on Saturday at Florida State was a team that is learning how to win when your quarterback don't play great. DJ didn't play great against Florida State.
Yeah, he was iffy, but that defense definitely stepped up. Eight fumbles forced.
And that's crazy. 8 fumbles.
Yeah. 8 fumbles, Jaden.
And I don't know.
The quarterback had 4 himself.
You know, they put the one coach because they kind of have like defensive co-coordinators. They put the one guy up in the booth, and since they did that, things have turned around. But the defensive line is playing like one of the best defensive lines in the nation. Like I
100%.
It's been kind of crazy to watch, but I've said on this podcast, on previous episodes, like Billy didn't lose the locker room. And it just shows you what hard work, dedication, sticking to a program, sticking to the plan, believing in the identity of what the coach is preaching every day. And shout out to you, Billy. I give it to you. I don't love your play calling.
Billy Napier gets a shout out from Jason Magnetico.
But you know what? It just shows like you could call whatever kind of offense you want, but when you put a good quarterback back there, and I say good because he's not great yet. Like that play, Jaden, that he had that defensive lineman on him, and he shrugged him off 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and was able to complete the pass down the field. Everybody said, wow, what a great play. If you look at the film, the running back was wide open in the flat.
Yeah.
So when he gets to that point, he's going to be great. And I've been talking to Cole about that a lot, about moving the chains and the dump offs. And because every time me and Cole watch football, he always makes fun of the check down. The check down is important.
That is cap.
You do say check down king, and we like
because they're excessively throwing it. If that's the only thing they're throwing and not even throwing past the numbers, then
yeah, I mean I get that. There's some quarterbacks that live by it, but
J.J. McCarthy.
Okay.
So how'd Clemson do? What happened with Clemson? Because I honestly don't know, Jaden.
They lost to SC.
We lost to South Carolina, the better football team.
Listen, we've been saying South Carolina was a team.
They're lucky Syracuse beat Miami, though. because Syracuse beat Miami, and now Clemson is in the ACC championship versus SMU.
So how you think that's gonna go?
I think we lose, and there's just no way we win. I honestly don't think that.
No confidence in Clemson, man. It's kind of sad to see, man.
I just don't. My team is just not that good. We have faced confident talent. We have lost.
Yeah.
Not by much, though. It's been a close game every time.
No.
Not Georgia.
I seen that first game at the beginning of the year.
That was a fluke, though.
So Miami fans have turned into Florida State fans this year. Not all of them.
Miami's just... I like Cam Ward, personally. I think he's a little bit overrated, but...
He is.
Yeah. Their defense was somehow ranked in the top 25, which is crazy to me.
Oh, no, that was one of the worst defenses.
Their defense is terrible. And somehow they're in the top 25 in the nation for defense, which is crazy. But their offense is really good, but their defense needs to step it up. They even want to get in the college football playoff.
The statistic that I sent you guys in the group chat was kind of crazy, that Florida has 0 losses against unranked teams, and showing that list of losses to teams that are ranked now to unranked teams, 1, 2 losses. It's crazy. Ohio State, like
Ole Miss and Georgia.
Yeah,
or not Georgia. I meant Alabama.
And then on the Gators, Cole, it was like 3 weeks ago I looked at the recruiting rankings. We were 53rd in the country in recruiting, and we just broke the top 10. They're giving out the bag. We talked about that, right? We talked about that buyout money.
Oh, yeah.
Turning around that buyout.
It's really changing college football, which I don't think is a good thing. But, I mean.
It was happening before. It was happening before.
But it wasn't legal, though. But now they made it legal, and, like, everybody's just throwing a bag. That kid that committed to Michigan, what's his name, Jaden? The quarterback?
Bryce Underwood.
Him? He got a bag.
The lady gave $13 million herself.
What did he get, like $20 million to just a sign there?
I think it was.
He
was 15.
He got a bag to decommit from LSU.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting to me.
I don't know how I feel.
Where are the Tim Tebow's, bro? Where's the loyalty, bro?
Tim Tebow would have got paid.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And DJ Lagway's on his way of being the best quarterback, potentially the best quarterback that Florida's ever had. You know what though, Jaden? Like I don't even. Like, I've fought people for Tebow in the NFL.
Oh, I thought
because
I thought you meant actually like fighting people.
No, like if you look back when Tebow was in the NFL, he wasn't awful. And then I watched him with the Broncos throw a beautiful post route, a skinny post for a touchdown against, I think it was the Steelers.
In the wild card?
Yeah, like he was a leader, and like that's what you want. I bet the Giants wish he had Tebow right now.
Right now?
I mean.
Right.
What's the guy's name?
Tommy DeVito?
No, he's Drew Lock.
Come on now.
Jaden, I don't know.
Who remembers Drew Lock's game-winning drive versus the Eagles last year?
No.
That's a poll right there.
I think I put this in the group chat with Jaden. It was the last 55 days. It came out. I sent it like a week ago. The last 55 days, the Mets had 2 wins. The Yankees had 4 wins. The Giants and Jets had 0 wins.
The Jets had 1. The Giants had 0.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
It's football season.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
Oh, my God.
No, the Jets are just bad, dude.
So bad.
And it's when they start listening to the players. Like Aaron Rodgers is a prime example of this. They start listening to what Aaron Rodgers wants, and coaching just goes out the window, just what Aaron Rodgers wants to do, who Aaron Rodgers wants on the team. And look at their record. What are they, 3-9, 3-8? They're not a good football team. And the reason being for that is Aaron Rodgers.
So let's get into the rankings right now, and you guys kind of help me figure out this whole, because I'm confused now with some people saying that you can be. Go ahead.
I can explain the rankings as what it is right now. So there are teams that are guaranteed to be in because they just don't play this week. So Cole will probably name them soon. Like I think the Notre Dames of the world, or Ohio States, they're guaranteed in. So really, the only thing that this week is going to determine is the first round buys, and then even like teams like Georgia and Penn State, even if they lose tomorrow, they're still in. So like it could like teams at like 11-12, they could be kicked out if
Georgia's iffy because I mean if they lose by a large margin, then they might get booted though. I don't know. It depends. It depends.
So is Notre Dame the only team that's locked in right now?
Notre Dame, Ohio State, probably.
They don't have a
Tennessee.
Wait a second.
Tennessee's locked.
Yeah, Tennessee's locked. Yeah.
Does Ohio State playing in the championship?
No, but they're number 6 in the nation because Oregon and Penn State. Oregon's 1, Penn State's 3, and they're both playing.
So who's playing in the Big Ten championship?
Big Ten.
Penn State, Oregon.
Penn State,
Oregon. Yeah.
Oregon moved into the Big Ten. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Ohio State. So it's almost better.
Yeah.
That they lost.
Oh no, they don't get a first round bye.
They don't get a first round bye, and I guess if they didn't lose that game and played in the Big Ten championship, they would have been in.
Actually, yeah, this is actually good for them because if they would have still gotten into the Big Ten championship after that loss, it would literally be win or go home for them.
Yeah.
This week. So it's actually a great deal.
You know, as a coach, Ohio State's sitting in a good position because they lost that game. The coach gets to regroup the team. They get an off week, and then they go into the playoffs and they can make a run and win the whole damn thing. Like it's kind of, I don't know. They're already talking about doing away with conference championships, and
I don't think they should. It's important. So
what's the incentive of having a great schedule? Because if you just win all your games, but people make an argument that you deserve to be in.
Yeah, like Indiana. Is Indiana a lock?
Yeah, Indiana is a lock.
That's crazy. They're 11. I mean, they're ranked 9. They're 11-1. But I mean,
yeah, like, but that what worries me about this playoff system. Because if a team ends up being mediocre, but they're elite in conference play and they win the conference, we possibly could see like an 8-7-5 team literally be in the college football playoff, which could be worrying.
Yeah, I see your point on that. That would be kind of
like. Oh no, I was gonna say UNLV, but they're 10-2, so never mind.
Kind of like the NFC South the last couple of years, where the team ain't that great. And
hey, but it's always been the Buccaneers, man. That's all I gotta say. All right, but the top 12 for right now, excuse me, is 1 Oregon, 2 Texas, 3. Honestly, I think Texas is a lock too. Even if
Oregon
they lose. Yeah,
Texas is a
Oregon's a lock. Texas is a lock. Honestly, probably Penn State too.
Penn State is a lock.
Notre Dame.
That's a lock.
Georgia's iffy. Ohio State's a lock. Tennessee's a lock. SMU loses, they're not in. So.
Oh yeah, whoever wins the ACC championship is just not in. So
yeah,
or whoever loses, I mean.
Indiana's a lock. Boise State is not a lock.
Okay, before you go any further, back up before Boise State because I want to hear about Boise State. But these games that you're saying that are a lock, do you guys think that? So you're saying Texas is a lock? Who they playing in the SEC? Georgia, right?
Yeah, Georgia.
Is Georgia a lock?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm iffy about.
No, me personally, I don't think so. In my opinion, I think they should be out if they lose because they have 3 losses. But strength of schedule is so much of a real thing that the committee holds so closely. They'll just look at their losses like you got a loss to Alabama, then your another loss is to top 15 ranked Ole Miss. Then this loss would be the 2 Texas. So that's 3. Your 3 losses are 3 top 15 ranked teams. So it's like.
Okay, so my question is, what is the incentive for Texas this week? Is it home field advantage? A bye? What is it?
A bye.
It would just be a bye.
Yeah, if they win, they get a bye.
Okay, so that's the incentive.
Which would be home field advantage in the next round.
So they would get a bye?
No, it would not.
Yeah, I forgot. Only the first round. Like the teams that don't get a bye, like the teams that are finally getting into the next round, those are the only games that are going to be at their stadium. The rest are going to be at neutral sites.
I just wonder how coaches are going to play it. I mean, you want to win to get that bye.
Yeah.
But if you lose and you're in, it's like
I'd rather win and get the bye because listen, if like Texas, if they win and get the if they don't win, then they got to play next week, and if they win that game, they got to play the next week. Like I'd rather just go, and they're playing at home. I'd rather just win the game and then rest and then prepare for who you're gonna play in the quarterfinal. Like,
all right, Boise State.
Boise State's 10. They're 11-1. They're not a lock though because
they're not a lock.
they're 10.
No.
So if they lose, they're gonna drop out of the.
And who they playing?
They're
UNLV, who's ranked 20, who's 10-2. But
Yeah,
next, these are the two that aren't locked: Alabama 11 and Miami 12.
And neither one of them are playing for a championship.
Neither one of them are playing.
So they're basically just sitting idle,
Yeah.
waiting to see what happens. Okay, so if
Wait,
you're Alabama,
they actually might be locked.
so Alabama's hoping Georgia loses and jumps Georgia.
Yeah,
I
because they
think,
beat,
that
they
would
beat
be better.
Georgia. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So if Georgia loses, Alabama's an automatic bid. But if I just don't even think
Is Miami out?
Miami should be
I think
here.
Miami. Yeah, I can't. I can't.
Like
I think stop.
they have zero
I think-
top 25 wins, and they lost to two unranked teams.
I think South Carolina should be in, but they got cut off.
But the thing is, though, like if they won that game versus Alabama, I'd put them in. But like, I know that like they lost in a BS way, bro. They lost in such a BS way to LSU. It was such a terrible call. But anyway, it like if they won that head-to-head matchup versus Alabama. Say that again.
So that team is an 11-1 team to me.
South Carolina, yeah. It's just tough for them in the end, but I definitely think that they are a playoff team, but I don't think they're going to be in the playoff, unfortunately. Because even Ole Miss is ahead of them. Ole Miss lost to 3 unranked teams, I'm pretty sure, right? Or 2.
No. Yeah, they lost to Kentucky, Florida.
And
Who else did they lose?
who's there? It might have been.
Who fared the loss?
Might have been Tennessee.
Oh, I forgot who Ole Miss lost to. No, it's the LSU. Is that LSU at home?
You're right, LSU. Dude, LSU fell off, man. LSU's not even in the top 25. Me personally, though, I think Arizona State should be in.
Oh, here we go.
That's just what I gotta say. Wait,
Hey,
is Arizona State playing in the Big 12 championship?
Bro, they get automatic. Whoever wins get automatic bid.
Oh yeah. Who are they playing? Who are they playing?
Iowa State.
Iowa State. Oh yeah, Arizona and Iowa State are 15-16. We so low key. Low key, Miami's out then.
Yeah, so someone's gonna get kicked off. So whoever's at the bottom is cut.
Miami's gonna get kicked. That's crazy. Nah, clap it up. Clap it up. That's great. Miami's gonna get kicked because if Georgia loses, Alabama. Wait, no, because if Georgia loses, they could be in though.
This is the same old college football though. Lose early in the year if you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Because Miami losing late and kind of squeaking by in some games, it's hurt them. The committee's looking at it, going, "Y'all, you're frauds."
Yeah, that's what Boise State did. They were 1-1, but their only loss is to Oregon. So, I think Boise State's a real deal. I think they could go far.
You're
on the fence. All right. I mean, I'm not mad.
I think it's a one-man show, but
no. That defense actually plays. That defense actually plays, Jaden.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see it against real competition.
Jane,
the real competition they face, they got hung 40 points on. So
who?
Oregon.
That was 37 points. It don't matter.
Nah, they got hung. They got hung 40.
That's Oregon though. That's Oregon, and they scored 34.
Exactly.
They scored 34.
Who you think they're going to play in the playoff?
Yeah,
they're going to play Ohio State.
Well,
you think that D was going to?
Well, no. If they win, do they get an automatic bid?
Yes, but they don't get a bye. They would still have to play first round.
Wait, they don't get a bye? That's what I was asking. Oh, they don't get a bye?
Only the group of 4.
SEC, Big 10, Big 12, and
ACC.
It's crazy.
Poor Boise State, man. They're gonna go 12-1 if they win, and they're gonna be like
Boise State's
they're gonna be ranked like 9.
Boise State has a chance. They have a fighter's chance, but they're not. They can't make a deep run in this.
I think they can. I think
Indiana can't.
No, I was high on Indiana, but like after that Ohio State game, I mean they're not a bad team at all. Like they're 11-1. Like, but
Indiana's gonna shock some people. I just feel like it, and they are, bro.
Like, who do you gonna play? Let's say
if they just get the right matchup, bro.
Like I'm saying, I'm pretty sure they lined up to play Tennessee.
Tennessee has been an up and down team. That could
I'm not
could catch Tennessee.
Tennessee's crushing Indiana.
I saw a bowl game prediction. I want to get your take on Florida, Michigan. Who you like?
Florida, Michigan.
I like Florida, man.
Oh, wait.
I like
That's
Florida.
Interesting.
I mean, maybe I'm biased, but if everybody plays, I think
as long as DJ Wagway just doesn't turn the football, Florida should win that game.
Yeah.
And he's been good with that recently. He's been good with not turning it over recently, but I mean, we'll see.
All right, Juan Soto, Cole. What's he doing?
Signed him with the Mets. He signed today.
No, he didn't. If you one of those people like Donna who believe everything you see online, you would think that.
You would think so, right?
Because people are just, I don't know, it's clickbait. Like, people are just trolling. Like,
it's crazy, man.
He's going to the Sox. He's going to the Yankees. Just signed. Like, it's
the Sox?
The Red Sox have been in it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been the Red Sox, Blue Jays, Yankees, and Mets.
And Dodgers. Apparently,
but
there's no where are they pooping this money from, bro?
That's what I don't understand.
Yo, that lineup would be disgusting. Let's think about this: Shohei, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Juan Soto. That's just your top 4, buddy. We're not even talking about Will Smith. Who else they got? Gavin Lux, Max Muncy's. Max Muncy's mid. All right, Max Muncy's mid. But Teoscar Hernandez?
Nah, it's coming down to the Mets and the Yankees. People think that the Mets are getting played right now by Scott Boras again.
Most likely.
But here's the thing. They're taking back whatever offer it is that the Mets give to the Yankees to match. That's basically what's going to happen. I said it. And I'm going to say it again. I'm seeing 15 years now, $800 million.
Oh, no.
I said 10 years, $800 million from the beginning.
Yo, if it's a 15-year deal, he's going to go till he's 41, Dad.
I don't care. What is Shohei going to?
Show it.
Exactly. Give the man $800 million for 10 years, and let's call it a day.
You're crazy.
The money's there. The revenue is there. These teams would not be giving out that much money if they didn't have it in revenue. It's not about how rich Steve Cohen is. He has the money. It's about what this player is going to bring into the program. This lady from Michigan, she just says that she wants to win. That's just somebody donating money to a university. This is a business. Professional sports is a business.
Yeah.
Steve Cohen has the money to pay him, but the money's going to come back in jersey sales and ticket sales and merchandise and concessions and parking. It's there. Pay the man the money. Get this done. Sign Peter. I saw today Pete Alonso signed. I can't believe it. $130 million.
I'm seeing things he's going to go to the Nationals. Like, there's no way.
He's not going to he's not going to go to a count.
Nah, but
I can see him in Chicago. I can see him in Milwaukee. I can see him in St. Louis. I can see him in Tampa. But Tampa would never pay him.
Yeah, no.
He ain't going to the Nationals.
I just don't think Juan Soto's Shohei money, man. Like, I get it, he's younger. You're going to have him for longer if you sign him. But, I mean, Shohei, I'm not glazing. Shohei does it all, to be honest. Not in the field, but, like, at the plate. Listen, he just had a, 50-50 season? 50-50, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy for a DH. I mean, I wish Lindor would.
How old is Shohei?
30.
And how old is Soto?
26.
So in the next 4 years, you don't think Soto has the potential and the upsides to put up Shohei type numbers?
I understand that. He's not getting a 50-50 season. Are you crazy?
Why not?
Are you crazy?
What's up? I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Juan Soto is not that fast of a guy.
I'm not. Listen, I watched one at bat this season of Juan Soto.
What?
In the playoffs.
Which one? The one versus Cleveland?
Yes. It was against Cleveland. It was before the World Series.
His home run?
Yes.
His home run that put them up in
yes. That was the at bat I watched. And when I watched that at bat,
that's a big league at bat.
I looked at that and I said, get that guy signed no matter what it takes. That guy, the way he was shaking his head, like, okay, you got me. Okay, that was a good pitch. I'm ready. Like,
do you like the Soto shuffle?
I know. I'm not big on that. You know that. I'm not big on all that showboat.
That's the same thing, though. Like, when he goes like that,
No, but you know what that showed me at that moment, Cole? He was locked in.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like the bat flips. I don't like all that showboaty stuff. And I like a player that hustles, and I think that's the only thing I don't like about Soto. Because I don't think he's the biggest hustler and all that.
Shohei's a hustler, though.
Yeah, Shohei is. He showed me that in the NLCS. But Juan Soto is a generational type talent, and he has a good 5-6 years left of high quality ball that you can turn him into a DH later in his career. That you got to get it done. Steve Cohen, you got to get it done. Get it done.
Steve, if you're listening, you heard the man. You got to get it done, man.
What about the pitcher they just signed?
Who?
I think he played for Milwaukee. I don't know his name.
Corbin Burns?
No.
Oh.
No.
They just signed a guy.
I was about to say.
He's going to be our fifth starter. Like, people are pissed off.
We just signed him?
Yes.
Oh, Frankie Montas. He's really not that. I mean, he was good a couple years ago, but, like, he's starting to regress a little bit.
Yeah. So. Well, what else we got before? We got 27 minutes.
What
do we got?
The Mets just need to, like, we just let Luis Severino walk, which I'm not happy about. He had a good year, but I would have liked to see him back. But I feel we need to sign a pitcher to replace him. Like, Frankie Montas is not going to replace Luis Severino. Like, we need a guy like Corbin Burns from the Orioles.
I think that's going to happen.
I think it could, but I don't know. I don't even I haven't seen anything about Corbin Burns. I've only been seeing.
That's a trade, right? They have to trade to get.
No,
him.
he's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll get him. Everybody's just waiting for Soto to sign before anything else happens. That's the way it is.
Corbin said he's gonna wait till after.
Yeah, everybody has to want
because then the money's gonna go up
for sure.
Yeah, for
sure. So before we end this episode, Jaden, I'm gonna start with you. Something I seen right before we recorded. There is a Saudi Arabia. I don't know if it's a company or I don't know. Is that a Saudi Arabia? They're offering $700 million to a rematch between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson can keep all $700 million if he knocks Jake Paul out in the first 3 minutes. Do you think Mike Tyson entertains it at all?
I don't. Y'all, it's on Netflix. Y'all go rewatch that fight and tell me if y'all really want to sit there for another hour and watch what happened. Go rewatch that fight on Netflix.
I 100% agree with that, and you know there's going to be some pre-card fights that are probably going to be better than the actual fight. Right. So nobody wants to see that.
But you guys are missing the point on what's happening here. The Saudi Arabia, whoever this is that's putting up the money, is basically saying, "Oh, bullshit, that wasn't real." That's what they're saying. And I say there's no way Mike Tyson can beat Jake Paul in 3 minutes. There's no way. I saw the fight. I saw the way Mike was moving. I'm not buying that. But I am starting to buy into a little bit that maybe this was scripted. And these people...
No. Did I not say it from the start? Did I not?
You did say it was scripted, but I'm not believing that it was scripted in the sense of like, all right, I'm going to lose and I'm going to take a dive or whatever. It was just more so I'm not going to try my best. And so you don't think so, Jaden?
But if it was scripted, do you think it would have like been more entertaining? Like it would have been close to like a ending or like close to a knockout? Like I seen two men run around the ring for almost 7 rounds.
They were playing tag. That's kind of what was going on.
Basically.
All right. Well, good show, guys. Jaden, I'm glad you're back from assignment. I can't wait to the Netflix documentary about what you was doing.
I know, right? I was on a journey. I was.
Cole, any last words?
Peace.
We want to talk about nothing else?
I mean. Peace.
Cole, I have a big announcement to make soon.
Peace.
See you next week.